This is the $33, $7,500 six max guaranteed six max table on America's Cardroom. Um, this is the first hand, and I think with Jack 10, I can call it because I'm going to be in position on this guy. If I were only on the cutoff, I would not call it like that. If either of the blind players three bets me, I'm going to probably drop it. It's on the lower end of my range. That's a big three bet too. Sizing is excessive. We do have 200 big blinds. Nope. Part of my game plan is to avoid big pots in marginal spots early in tournaments like this. Okay, I do have some previous numbers on him. Not many, 16. The 16 hands I have on him show him as extremely aggressive. And there he goes again. Yeah, the 16 hands I have on him give a 40% three bet range. Frequency rather. So time to make a note on him. Heavy three better. In the blinds. See, now he's playing it out of position. The Grizz here already got tired of his shenanigans after only two hands. But, I mean, two hands. What does he have? We don't know. He might have hit on both of these hands. So we want to see a longer trend than that. Flush draw just got home. It's not the nuts, though, because there's a pair on the board. Nine jack. He three betted with. What did he three bet with? Nine jack suited. I guess that's a reasonable three bet. So. I'm going to make a note. All right, I've got a red tag player on my left here, and he's already acting like the red tag player I know him to be. So he's from the Eastern Bloc, which I mean, it's pretty common in players from that region. So these players are our key. I mean, he's playing like this at a mid-stakes tournament here on America's Cardroom. So he's going to learn. He's one hand, and that was it. So getting moved around a lot. So I guess I don't get to exploit him, at least not for now. Maybe he'll be back. Maybe we'll be back together. Ten-9 offsuit in the big blind. I can call a reasonable raise with it. Probably not a 3-bet though. That's a reasonable raise. That's a steal. Not going to fold. Not unless he 3-bets. He didn't 3-bet. Okay, the flop is definitely in favor of the pre-flop opener's range. I got very little to play with here. Small blind, Jack 10 suited. I'll be calling with that. Oh, 3-bet. I'm a player who in 81 hands is not 3-bet in 28 opportunities. So he's got post-flop aggression, but no 3-bet. It's only 81 hands, but in 28 opportunities, he hasn't done it until now. Exploitative fold, I think. He didn't follow up on his 3-bet. Of course, that was not a flop where he wouldn't want to do that either. That's worthy of a note. Oops, wrong click. The second game that I signed into just started. I had 3-4 offsuit in the middle position, so I folded it. This game on the left is 1650 entry, 50,000 guaranteed, so there's going to be thousands of entries into this. The one on the right is $33, 7,500 guaranteed, 6 max, so we're probably going to be limited to just a few hundred, if that. Okay, on that last one, I folded 10-2 suited and would have flopped a flush, a nutty flush, but higher diamonds were definitely a possibility for to be on a draw. You never know. Decisions are smart before you see the outcome. Deep stacked, avoiding marginal spots, big pots in marginal spots. That would have been a marginal spot with queen 10 offsuit in the low jack. I would have had an open ender and a top pair without kicker. Okay, because it's suited, I'm going to call. Got top pair, got backdoor flush, top pair, no kicker, backdoor flush. He probably doesn't have a queen, but he might. But I definitely cannot fold that. See, now his ace. Okay. I think I can bet here. Get on the right hand side here, we're getting a lot of monotone flops. It's pretty monotonous. Well, with my 5, I don't think I can fold. Yeah, all I have is a double gut shot, so a double inside 3 Carter, so I really didn't catch much of that flop at all. Ace 10 offsuit, and I could either 3-bet or call. I think I'll call, avoiding the big stacks in the early big blind levels, or avoiding the big pots when you're in the early big blind levels. That flop doesn't favor either of us, really. His stealing range, and then and he's following up with a bet. My ace might be good. Can't fold it. Now I just hit the ace. And he's betting 2/3 pot again. I can't fold. No better hands will fold, no worse hands will call. I don't have a bet. On the right, I have a suitor in the big blind, so I'm going to have to call this. And I've got open ender, backdoor, flush draw. I could call or I could 3-bet. Okay, and I just hit the nut straight and a flush draw, second nut flush draw. And I think I can extract the max value here. I think there's a lot of hands I can call. And I lost a lot of chips. He had a full house. He rivered his full house. That's why I only called instead of raising with that top straight. That wasn't pretty. Wasn't going to fold that. That was cooler. I like to play in position, but I don't like to get squeezed like that. I don't have many numbers on him. He's unknown. So in the interest of avoiding big pots and marginal spots, I'll just have to drop that one. In the big blind on both of these, I've got suited hands, so I think I can check there. I've got the open ender. I can bet that. Can bet that for 1.1. That's a kind of a big bet, and this is in the little suited trapezoid, so I think I'll just avoid. That fell out of my range with that bet size. I was able to represent a lot of stuff there. I think in these low jack and high jack positions, give her a try. Didn't flop anything. All I have on the left is a backdoor to the nut flush with too many players in there. Okay, I'll make note of that. With two callers, he didn't bite. I don't have any hands on this guy. All I have is that he's Lithuanian. I don't really have anything to play with here. Backdoors is all. You don't want to be too quick to draw conclusions when you see somebody being really active. When you only have this many hands on him, 10, you could have just run into a mini heater or something. Because you can make big mistakes later based on wrong conclusions. Okay, we got a double flush draw going on over here, right? Let's see how these guys play the river. Big blind. They both checked. Jacks. Okay, that was reasonable. That was fairly standard in the hijack with Queen 9 suited. They folded and I took the blinds. That's a low jack raise on the right, so I think I can three. It's already been 3-bet. I saw this guy 3-bet earlier. I don't like to flat 3-bets. This is a little bit too weak to 4-bet. We'll see if I can play him out of position. It's too strong of a hand to fold. I'm going to remember that my own range is flat, is capped. And he's following up with a little bit less than half on the 4-bet. I think I'm behind. Oh, I'm going to find out what he was 3-betting with, I think. See, now this guy let out. That's interesting. See if he calls. He calls. He had aces. Okay. So I didn't learn anything. He had king jack top pair without a kicker. Yeah, that would have been a little hard to drop. So getting ace queen, looking at aces was some more bad luck. So far on this game on the right, this $33 game, I haven't really been getting any favors from the card gods. I'll have to lead, I'll have to open with this. 2.5. Think that's good for one small. I think I'm just going to check back because that could be check raised on that flop. I like to pre-select the check fold option because in the event that I get to check my option and then I flop huge, I give away a false timing tell. I can't fold. Well, let's see. He opened. I can fold. I didn't see this bet over here at first. If it had just been him opening with this stealing frequency, I was definitely probably going to. A, a call or a raise would have both been fine. Okay, I'm in middle position here. Oh, I'm getting it open from an early position. I don't have great numbers on him in his attempts to steal. I mean, he's got a high stealing ratio, but I don't have a good sample there. I don't like playing out of position. I'm an out of position net. Maybe I should admit that to myself and to the world. Okay, we got a 3-bet over here on the left. I want to know what that's being done with. Huh. Cold 4-bet for a small amount. That's a note. I think I'm going to call just to see if he follows up. Now we're on a 4 flush turn. Let's see if he attacks the weakness. He did. Got a pair of queens. I'm going to 3-bet that to 7. And what's taking him so long? He's trying to decide if he should call that big raise. Using up his time bank. He folded. He probably had a diamond in his hand. I probably just bluffed him off the better flush. Okay, we got somebody donking out here. And I don't have many numbers on him, but what little I do have is aggressive. I think I can just make a call here. And he check raised me. I can't let that go. And he flopped 2 pair. Yeah, my over pairs have not been doing me any favors lately. Now I'm only at about a third of the average on the left here. Got a long way to go. Coolers, coolers everywhere. Probably should have folded that one with the queens. Integral won that one. I'm going to make a note on that. Tag it for review. All right, I don't have the flush. I don't have a flush draw. I don't have a straight. I don't have anything. Kings. Let's see if my kings can get beat. That's been the result with kings lately. I have not done well with my big pocket pairs recently. I've got, oh, he folded, so I dislike the way America's Cardroom does not round it when you type in a number of big blinds. All right, I'm in position. I'm got the bread and butter. I can go for a small open here. He called. Follow up with a bigger turn bet. Punish his draw. Charge him for his draw. A 4 has me beat. 2 pair has me beat. He's got all that in his range. 8-9 has me beat. Check call. Nope, I won that one. On the left, I can probably make this call with these odds. I only flop a pair. And he let out. He let out on a dry queen high board. Q53 rainbow. His donking started to become popular. Maybe I should use my solver and simulate some donking situations. Wow, this guy just put them all in for 48 bigs. That was amazing. Just flopped a set on the left. And with this small stack, I'm going to give him a tiny little bet and see what he wants to do. And he turned his flush. I can't buy any love over here. Flop a set and lose. I'm going to go ahead and re-enter. Ace-6 offsuit in the cutoff. I'm not going to play. On the button, I would. Okay, half pot bet over here. What's Grizz going to do? Sevens. And I get called out of position. I think this is going to be good for one small C-bet here. Definitely a middle in hand, but let's see if I can get him out of this pot. Nope, he called. So far, he's got tight numbers. If he checks and then calls, and then I check and he raises bets most of the pot, that's telling me that he's a tag. But I've got a middle in hand here that I don't think I should fold. He could be betting a lot of aces. He could be assuming that I okay, if he's betting a lot of aces, they just got there. Yep, he was bluffing. So I got him. All I have is a tiny pair. Just gonna see if I can get to a free showdown. Yeah, his pair of sixes was good. This one has a fondness for three betting. We've got absolutely nothing on the left. I've got no chance at all to win this pot on the left. I don't even have cards. I'm gonna bluff it. Folded. He folded and I didn't even have cards. Now, all I have on the right here is backdoor 2-over cards. If it had been a little more connected, I might have check raised. Oh, this one has to be 3-bet. For 8. Because I'm going to be out of position if he wants to call. And he calls. And it's on me. So on this flop here, I'm going to go with 9. And see if he wants to come along. After I 3-bet him, he flatted. He's stubborn. I have to continue. If I give up on it, it'll show that I missed. Okay, now I'm going to go all in. Sweet. I'm going to have to remember that I've got an image with him that he's getting tired of me. I better only do things with value with him for a while. And we've got a very unusual opening size here. No, that's a 3-bet. So we have a very small check raise here. That's interesting sizing. I need to be paying attention to that one. And yeah, he 4-bet him out of there. He didn't believe him. So he made a undersized 3-bet, folded to 4-bet. Where's my opponent here? Okay. Okay, 2 aces. I might have the best hand, but I'm thinking I don't have much. I'm pretty weak here. If he has an ace, he's going to bet pretty big. He goes half pot. Uh, he could have a pair. I can't call. I was either going to have to raise or fold that. Okay, I'm looking at a cutoff open from an unknown player and a flat in the button. Okay, and now I've got an open ender, well disguised. He bets a small bet. Chasing draws can be a bad idea, but I think I'll chase this one. I'm getting such good odds. And an ace will probably pay me off. And now I don't have the odds. I had the odds at 4 at first, but I didn't on that turn, so I had to get out. Yeah, with that ace and queen out there, he was ahead of me. His range was ahead of my holding pretty bad. I think I can go for 3 on this left here with this ace. And I flop top pair. Make a middle of the range bet. 9-5 is not going to work against that open. But on the, over here, I can do that. And we're getting 3-bet by somebody who I haven't seen 3-bet before. By a tight player. Tag. I need to come up with a color code for a tag. I guess blue. He's my first blue player. So now I gotta figure out how to make notes here in this America's Card Room. I don't like playing those off-Broadway, off-suit aces for calls. My range will be capped. I'll be in position, but my range will be capped, and I'll have I will have a range disadvantage. So how can I make a note? Note. I'm going to make a note. Blue. Okay, I've got him color-coded blue. I've got a pair. I've got the open-ender. I'm going to check raise him. Oh, I've got a straight now, but he could have a. I don't have. It's definitely not the nut straight. And I think I'll just buy a showdown here. Yeah, he wasn't going to give up with his queens, I guess. So now we're on break. All right, back from break. It's going to start pretty soon. On the left, we had to buy in once, rebuy once. We're a little bit below average, doing fine though. On the right, after taking a cooler, we come all the way back. We're right at average. No rebuys yet. So it starts up in just a few seconds here. And I've started my procedure of using the casino app to color tag players with George Harrison here, who I have tagged as a tag. I would have flopped an open ender. Interested in what happens here now that we're in the turn here. Well, he got out kicked. Sucks to be George Harrison, I guess. No small blind to get through. Dead small, but I'm looking at a raise, so out. And we got a small blind limp. And a 3-bet in the big blind. Let's see what he does with this. Because he's flatted this 3-bet. Now he comes in with a really small follow-up bet that the guy has to call. Now we got a 2-pair on the board. I wonder if that's a potential for a sizing tell. Now he checked. That's a note. Three bet pre with ace queen. Then tiny C bet and check back and checks after with no hand. Okay, that's my note. Here, an ace-8 would be hard for me to play anyway, but you know, with an unknown player, I don't know where I'm at with his under the gun open. An ace-8 could easily be dominated. Okay, we got a 3-bet over here. 3-bet of a button steal. He called it. And then he called the follow on. I didn't get a chance to look at what happened there. Okay, on the turn, with the turn ace, the three better gave up. All right. I'm on the button, so I can just call this. I could also squeeze it. Either way is fine. What few numbers I have on this guy indicate that he's pretty tight at opener, so I think calling is best. See what we can flop. Not too much. Pretty dry flop. Dynamic. There's a lot of cards in the deck here that could help me out. It'd be hard to fold. I don't think he's got two pair or anything. Okay, that card helps me a lot. I'll be calling again if he bets, even if he jams. So now I don't want to give him a free card. We got a big pot here. I think I'm going to go for about half of his stack, so 12 looks good. He folded. No, I'm not going to call off the squeeze out of position. I just climbed up to average on the left. A little bit under average on the right. Pocket aces are a hand that I think I'll play. I hope I get action. That's the most likely hand to not get action. Yeah. Oh well, that's breaks. Okay, I can open with 9-8 offsuit on the button for 2.3, if it'll let me type it in. 2.25. And he's a frequent three better. He didn't do it this time. I got nothing. But I might be able to take this one from him with a small bet. Yep. Yeah, with that paired flop, I mean, he didn't have it. I mean, no matter what he had, he should have called me on there. So he likes to three bet. I'm going to have position. He three bets pretty wide. I'll let him take that one. Slightly better hand with ace 10 I might have called. Suited, I would have been more likely to call with just about any suited ace. And again, on the hijack on this hand, I think I should bet. The Grizz is three betting with 21%. All right, I've got some equity here, so I think I can again use a small bet and push this guy off the hand. And he's raising me. I was bluffing, but I do have some equity. I don't think I can fold. I'm going to take the free card because I got nothing. He might have an ace. He might have been three betting with an ace card. Since I checked back on the last street, he has the green light to bet if he's got it. Makes my life easy. Now I'm a little bit behind average on the right. Just got to be patient. Ugh. Stay in hands where you got some equity, and if you get good cards on the streets, you can get paid. If you get a reputation of being hard to fold out. Okay, and on the left, we've got ace king suited. 5. And he 3-bet me. And I'm going to 4-bet him. And I'm going to go big. I'm going to go 20. I could go all in. Three bet my opens, will ya? Not gonna let you 3-bet my blind steals. Open fold up here, doesn't really mean much. Probably just at the bottom of his range. Okay, I can raise here to 3. With the ace blocker, more likely he'll fold, which is what I want. I don't want to play out of position. That's exactly what I'm going to do, is play out of position because he called. I think my ace is still good, so yep. Facts and stacks over here, just 3-bet for the first time. And we're looking at a 4-bet. Let's see if Grizz wants to 3-bet me, because I'm not really believing him anymore. So he just went for a higher sizing. This is a speculative hand. We're going to have about 20. We're going to be pot committed. Okay. Calling with about 5% of my stack, which is fine. He's really aggressive on the 3, but he's 24%. He's 4 out of 17 opportunities. Whoops. My 6s, that's just too low of a pair to call off that huge thing. Rats. But he jammed. He 3-bet jammed in the big blind for 40 plus. All right, let's see what they do on the river here. Ace 8. That was too quick. I didn't see what he had. Ace 6. Guess that's reasonable. Not ready to put him quite on maniac numbers yet. I mean, he's VPIPing only 35, which is actually reasonable. Uh, 6 max game. This is, oops. Yeah, the 3-betting has become very fashionable here in America's card room. One needs to work on their 4-bet game because I've noticed that 4-bets work. When they get 4-bet, they just fold like a lawn chair. They're doing it ham-handedly. They're doing it, which is give them credit for doing it, but they're ham-handed. I would say by this time next year they won't be as ham-handed with it anymore. Ace 6 offsuit, and he 3-bet jammed for 30 something. That's a note. Or for what? It was only for 20 something. I didn't catch it. That here's probably, oh, look at that. He showed up with something, even though it looked like tilt. Lucky you. Okay, he's getting more and more active all the time. He's in the small blind. I've got my eye on you, buddy. No cold calls. He doesn't have a cold calling game at all. There are hands you should be cold calling. He's 3-betting when he could be cold calling. That's an important thing to note. He's 3-betting cold call type hands. Ace Queen offsuit. What Negranu calls 4.2. 3. Based on sizing, based on the the button and big blind stack sizes. Down to about 2/3 of the average. I haven't been up much above average at all in this tournament on the right, but I'm hanging in there. Again, my false timing tell. All right, now the player up here is from Ecuador. His VPIP is up over 40, which is high even for 6 max. So that is a good thing to pay attention to. The Grizz. I'm just going to go with 2.25, 2.3. He's 3-betting with hands he should call with, so it's important to keep in mind. He's only folded to blind steals 2 out of 5 times. So I'll have a huge range advantage over him if he calls. If I get to open. But I don't get to open. This ace-jack suited is definitely in my 3-betting range. I could also call, but with this extremely tight, and we've got a 3-bet, I sure hate cold calling 3-bets when I'm going to be out of position. But this is not in my 4-betting range, especially against him. Just call and see what happens. Okay, I got top pair, but I could easily be dominated. So called. He's easily got ace queen. And I'm looking at 3 callers. This is 2 streets of value, but I'm going to make it small. See if I can buy a showdown here. He folded on the turn. Oh, a 9 just got there. I'm going to make a real tiny bet, blocking bet. Okay, I got good equity here. He had ace king. He called me down with ace king. Top pair, top kicker. That's a note to take. Jeez. I don't know if I should have played as A80 or not. Yep, that my that big blind hand didn't connect. Now I'm in the re-steal zone here, though. Not with this hand, but less than in the teens of big blinds. As re-steal is your short stack weapon. Make a note right there, Mister Under rep his ace king top pair top top. It's hard to exploit. They exploit themselves. They don't by leaving money on the table. I guess when you got somebody who doesn't cap his range by calling, just play a little tighter. Don't be quite as aggressive. Over here on the right, I'm in a stack size where limping, open limping in the on the button is not a bad play anymore. It's actually the GTO play. And he went all in, so not this time. Even with that small raise, my Jack 7's probably not good. If he were like under the gun and the blinds are coming, and yeah. See, with a bigger stack, I would normally open with this in the cutoff, but with this small stack, I can't do it. And if this guy wants to keep going in like that, I'm just gonna have to hope that he does that when I pick up the goods. Yeah, earlier when I didn't four bet with that Ace Jack suited, I'm thinking in this game where they're over three, they're enthusiastically three betting only to overfold to four bets. That I should maybe have four bet with that. I have to have a look. I did have that guy that had that very tight range. Just have to look for a re-steal opportunity here. What is this? Hmm. I can represent. It only took a small bet to get him off. With that small stack, he's got to preserve what little fold equity he has left. All right, I've got a donking type hand here. I'm gonna, but it's a high board, so he'll call me. Come on, come on. 6. So the loose player shows up with ace king. That was not pretty. I'm going to mark that one for review. Got through. Dry board, dynamic. Don't have many hands on him. Getting 6.5 to 1 odds. I think that I've got notes on him that he's someone that shows up, and I've played against him deep in a big tournament before. I think he might be a grinder. Three bet over here. King queen out of position. Oh. Okay, I did pick up a pair over here. So I can bet this. I can bet about a third on it. He likes his hand. I'm not catching any breaks on this one. I got to give up on this one. My only shot, well, I got a 7. Pretty sure he's got one of these. No, he just refused to leave. Yeah, over on the left, I am down to about less than half of the average. Okay, I've got a note on him that says he slow played bottom set versus 2 players. Check shark scope on him. King 1 in to be God on WPN. Ability 82. I thought something like that was going on. Grinder. I don't have enough of a stack to just call off a raise with Jack 10 off suit. I'm on the button though. I think I will. I'm going to have position for the rest of the hand. I got top pair. Five. You're going to come back. Long way to go. Almost back up to average over on the right. Had to buy back in once. I'm probably going to need to be calling this off with ace queen. I got him dominated. And he's got the spade draw. And there it is. Oh man, oh man. That was no fun. I think I'm still getting in a what do they call that when you get into an era in your career? You can fall into a slump because of bad luck like that. I don't know. Call it a slump. downturn. King 6 suited in the low jack is not quite enough. Got top pair. I'm going to check raise all in. There we go. That helped a lot. Back up above average over here on the right. Just in one hand. And he's keeping a little bit behind. But we're not anywhere in the money or anything, so I don't know. I think he might have just dragged and didn't quite get his slider all the way over. I think with this hand, I'm going to have to call. And if he calls, I'm going to have range advantage. I'm putting him all in. And I got him. Break. All right. All right, we're back after break. He's only folded twice of twice, so I don't have numbers. So I'm not going to try and air steal. Only got 11 hands on him. He's been active already, but some people start off that way when they first sit down. Means little. If it continues very long, then it doesn't mean little. He invested a quarter of his stack into a 3-bet. And out comes a middling type flop. That was a little too optimistic, I think. Maybe not. After getting 3-bet, he goes all in with a pocket threes. Net porker. That's too much to invest with a speculative hand. Squeeze for 5x. Okay, this guy used his rejam. With taking a note. Yeah, I'm not going to get a note because the guy folded, but he used his rejam stack, so that's enough of a note. All right, we've got this active player here raising. It's a steal. He's stealing 2/3 of the time. I think I could 3-bet him to 7. Oh, well, I'm not going to bet my stack on that. You can have that, buddy. Net porker. Not quite sure about these mid stakes, but I know in the lower stakes a 4-bet means he got it. And he's lucky too. In 18 hands, he's V-pipped almost 2/3 of them. But the hands he showed down were something. But I'm going to keep in mind that it's starting to look like he's a extremely active player. I'll need a few more samples on him before I red tag him. Can't seem to catch any hands over here. I'm back under average. I was above average. That 3-bet hurt me a lot. He's been pretty active. I got a suited hand. I can invest in it, and we just flop trips. So I'm going to check raise him all in. Okay. I'm going to call that. I know I shouldn't slow play trips, but it's rainbow. There's no straights here. It's not rainbow anymore. I'm going to donk for a small amount, hoping to induce. And now we got the full house. I'm going to go for about a third. I'm going to go for 12. Good. Good. Now we're back up above average again. Got a blocker. Blocker worked. You don't get to steal over my steal. That was nice. And we got net porker. That's too much. An absolute blank flop. Bad flop. I might be able to take it with a small bet. Oops. He hit. He hit. Eight, nine, 10, jack. I've got a draw to. I got an open-ended draw, 2 overcards. Definitely have to bet this. And in position, I can bet big. I can go 3/4. Yeah. I got away with the bluff there. I don't know what this guy is doing this with. We're only in the hijack. He's betting that from the cutoff. I think I can call. I got second pair. He's got an ace. I can't fold this. He checked on the turn. He had the ace. So he checked the turn because he didn't have to bet because we were shallow stacked. I was getting too good odds. He might have had some lower queen and thinking that I didn't have it or whatever. I might have known he had the ace. I think that was a pretty undisciplined call. Yeah, tagging that hand for review, but that was I don't think that was such a great call. I don't want to mess with this. I don't want to mess too much with this rejam stack. I could have. I would have probably had the better hand there. Yeah, I think that was a bad call. I should have put him on the ace. Being dominated like that, out kicked, is a tough situation to get out of. He flopped top two. And then took a street off. All right, I'm on the hijack. I could 3-bet or call for the odds, or 3-bet to get him off of me. Yeah, that's a bad flop. We got a gut shot. He didn't like it. If I check again, he's going to bet because that's how he is. He doesn't have anything. Flush just got there. My queen might be best. Nope, he had a king with no kicker. Yeah. I'm not having any luck with this guy. I better slow down against him. He's just coming up with it. He's just been hot, and I've maybe misread him a little bit because of that. Okay, we got a dead small over here. Got an unknown player. Got second pair. Can bet a little more than a third. I think I can bet 2.2. I think looks good. Oh, my mom is calling. Hello? Hello? When you're hot, you're hot. He was down 80-20 in that deal. That's an unusual raise size. What's he thinking about? Raise to 4.12. Okay, he just got here, and I'm already seeing that he is quite aggressive. I got 3 big stacks on this table. Oh, brother. He rejams. And he rejammed like in a hurry. He just limped. I don't know what he's limping with. He limped. Limped. Nope, nothing came up on that flop. Turn. See if I can get to a cheap showdown with this king. Dropped. We both had king 9. He limped with king 9. I think I'm going to green tag him. Use my blocker here. All right. Okay, he checked. I'm going to 3-bet this. Okay, all I have is. I wonder if he hit it. So I opened, he called, and then shoved the rest of his stack. So what happened on that other hand that I won? He must have folded to my 3-bet, or to my C-bet. He folded to it. He's queen suited, 24 bigs. I want to get in the pot with him. If he jams, I'm calling. All right, he just handed me the hammer. And I got him dominated. And I got the ace. All right. Doubled up into him. That's why it's worth it to get into pots with somebody like that. Yeah, he check raised. Wasn't expecting to see too many green tag players in the medium stakes, but I've got one here. And we're looking at a big blind 3-bet call. He 3-bet an open from early position. And then he flatted, knowing that he's going to be in position. And now he's betting. This is so iffy. I think I'm just going to drop that one because it's three-way. 6-9. All I would have had was a gut shot. I'm at about half of the average on the left, about 1 1/3 the average on the right. Gouda might jam here. He did. I don't want to get into. I want to get into pots with this guy, but I have to push it past this guy who's been jamming. So I think I'm going to drop, and I'm looking at a raise anyway from the aggressive player up here. It's just too many hurdles to overcome with that weak hand. He's jamming with a pretty wide range. He's been jamming like at least a third of the opportunities of rejams. Now he, instead of rejamming, now he 3-bets. This might be a real strong hand here. Yeah. This guy's going to get a 10 because that's how it rolls. Yep, see? Called that. Net Porker. Net Porker's got the horseshoe today. Queen 10 offsuit from the low jack with a raise in front of me, so forget it. I don't know. What was that? Was that tilt? Because it was ridiculous. 6-4 offsuit, and he went all in for 30 big blinds. He's a bluffer. Shack and Lucky. I want. Let's see what I can make happen with these kings. Maybe Net Porker is going to want to play. Nope. Oh, it went around. Flopped a set and got it in. Good for you, buddy. Yeah, I have to remember this barely qualifies. Ace 10 offsuit under the gun, even an 8-handed, barely qualifies. I don't know what Shack and Lucky's 3-betting me with. I don't have anything. Half pot bet, a little over half. All I have is an overcard. He probably had some kind of a pocket pair. Anyway, that flop hit his range real good. I can't turn down 6.5 to 1 odds. Maybe I should have. Looking to flop a trips or 2 pair. He was A67 before that C bet, and he's C betting 100%. So that's something for me to pay attention to. Two out of two, 71% aggression, 15% C bet. But I've only got a sample of 21 on. I mean, he does have a low VPIP, so maybe he's just hitting some hands. And I'm down into the re-steal zone. I'll be in the re-steal zone for a while. Resteel zone, you got to tighten up your opening ranges because you can't play poker on the streets. All right, Speedy Gonzalez here. I got 22 hands on him. He's V-pipping over half. This pair of sevens is definitely something that I'll re-steal with. With this stack size, I can limp with these sevens too, even from the cutoff. And I'm hoping one of them raises over the top of me. This aggressive player here, I'm hoping that he raises. They both just called that. I don't think either of them has a queen. Back up into the, barely into the double up zone. See, this queen 10 I would normally open, but with 21 big blinds in the hijack, I have to tighten up. Not quite in my ring. Queen jack I would, not queen 10, not here. I've got some sample on Sir Bets a lot. Taggy numbers. I'm going to mark those numbers tag right now. I'm out of position for that. I can't play flop poker with this small stack. It's all about stealing. Mm. Probably not good. All right, let's see. Speedy just bet a fair amount from his stack with that. Like a zombie. I only have 2 hands on him. That's a steal. I don't know how he plays. Okay, that favors my range, but I don't know how he plays. Oh, I forgot about him. He called. He called with that connected board. That didn't work out because I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even realize this guy had a hand. Pay attention, Keith. That was a mistake. That was a mistake from not paying attention. We're down to less than twice as many left as what's getting paid. The one on the right. We are in 66th place. There's 63 getting paid. So we're not on the anywhere by the bubble yet, but I can start paying attention to. I mean, we still got some late registration yet. I can start paying attention to what's going on. All right. With that tight opening range, this queen nine is dominated. More than likely. Way behind in any event. Little card dead here lately. What's going on here? Opens for 33 big blinds. Under the gun. I don't think anybody's going to call them off, but if they do, I want to see what it was with. That's somebody who I want to get into pots with because he's scared to play pots, flops. So I'm going to green tag that guy. Coming up on break. Okay, we're back. The one on the right is just about to start. I just got to keep playing, making good decisions. Don't lose my place or anything like I did on that one hand where I didn't realize this guy on my left had cards. I don't know how this guy plays, but he's raising with I think I'll make the call. I think that's strong enough to call, even though it's more than 10% of my, or more than 5%. Okay, I got top pair. So unless I'm out kicked, I'm doing pretty good. I've also got backdoor equity here, and because I'm in with two players, I'd like to fold one of them out. So I think I'll go with about that, a little, somewhat over half. And I think if he jams, I'm going to call. He didn't. So now I'm almost up to average on the right. Way below average on the left. I'm going to need to double up to get even over half of the average. But I've got a rejam stack. I could do exactly that, given the right spot. Just got to find a spot. We're in the last level of re-entry into this one on the right. My green tag player on the left is up to a 60 VPIP. Speedy Gonzalez here is at a 47 VPIP. Those are unreasonable VPIPs, especially in 8 max. That's a little bit too low to open from the low jack with these low stacks. 9-8, I might have done it. I would have flopped the flush draw. I haven't had a pre-flop powerhouse in quite a while on these two games together. That is a shame. You know, he might have me dominated, but that's just too good odds to call to fold. I got top pair, he could easily have me dominated, so I'm just gonna check call. Okay, now I've added a gut shot. I've added gut shot equity. Now a king just got there. Flush draws got there. Kings got there. It's a pretty low bet. Got top pair. He's got kings in his range. He's got better aces in his range. He's got two pairs in his range. He's giving me some very nice odds. What could he have that I'm beating? He could have a queen, a jack. He had a king. He played that ace-king pretty slow. In position. Slow played ace-king. That gets a note. Okay, now I got second pair and a gut shot. With ace jack over here on the right, I'm jamming. On the left, I meant. That's too much of my stack for second pair, third pair, and a gut shot. Now I'm significantly below average on there. Still way below average, even though I just doubled up on the left. Shack and Lucky. Opening to 47 big blinds. I need a note on that. He's starting to look like a shove monkey. This guy likes to raise. I'm going to have to look for an opportunity against him now that I'm into the rejam stack. He likes to raise. Maybe he likes to raise against me because I'm on his right. Because he's only got 8% 3 bet, A39. So maybe he's either hitting when I'm in the hand, or he just likes to pick on the guy on his right. That's a common thing in tournaments. So now I'm in a rejam stack over here. That's good enough for a raise. And he calls. Yeah, he's one of those guys that's not going to let the guy on his right play. So I'm going to have to tighten up my raising range. He's not going to let me play. What have I got for notes on him? Oh, just that he slow played ace king and top pair, top kicker. 3-bet blind versus steal all in. Greater than 8. 3-bet blind versus steal not all in. Greater than or equal 13 with ace 8 suited. Ace-8 suited. Razor call all in pre-flop. Greater than 2-2 with. I'm getting it in on this hand, on the right. Doesn't matter what, I'm going to open with it. But if it folds around to me, no, I'm just going to jam it in. Now I'm right at average, almost average. All right, that double up was nice. This time it's different. This is the one hand every cycle where he's gonna, where I'm gonna have position on him after the flop. I've got a gut shot, nothing else. Okay, he's using his re-steal. That's a bad flop. It's a bad flop for my range. But I could still have the best hand. I'm going to test that theory. Yeah. Yeah, he tried to slow play a straight. You don't do that, Clyde. Did he have a straight? What do you have? Fours. Okay, never mind. I misread that. It's too fast for an old man. All right. when they think like that, this means two things. Either they're close to what they want to do, or they're playing a lot of tables. You raised. You dirtbag. Okay, and I get another hand that is kind of in the same status. Oh, this one here's been kind of quiet and all of a sudden betting. What's Sir Betsalot doing here? It's an action board. All right, I'm hoping I'm going to get it in. So I'm going to go with a min raise, make it more likely to get 3-bet. Just low stakes game. Get called instead. All right, I've got a good hand. I'm going to bet. I'm going to hand him the banana. Hope he swings at it. Oh, he folded. Down to 2/3 of the average over here on the right. Haven't been getting some very good post-flop action. Have not. Got top pair. I'm going to bet half of their stack. No spade. Oh, for crying out loud. Why do they keep rivering on me in this? Oh, man. Oh, I am in such a downswing right now. That was, come on, man. I am in such a downswing. That was my opportunity right there. He's going to get a jack or something or a 10. Well, I guess not. Never punt. I mean, I am in a, I have to maintain the morale. I'm in a bad downswing. I'm losing a lot of jams that I'm ahead in. Some, including way ahead. Like that one, I wasn't way ahead. They had some outs, but yeah. See, I've got him dominated, and of course, because that's just the way it's going to be for me. That is a downswing. Oops. Let me grow this. Take up most of the table. Poker can be a very humbling game that tests your intestinal fortitude. Get it all in, get called, you dominate, you lose on the river anyway. All right, I'm going to invest a third of my stack, 7 chips, in a 3-bet here. All right, we're in flipping, and I'm not going to hit it because that's not the way it works for me. Prove it right there. I'm not going to try anymore today. I'm done.